Hi, I'm Angie. Welcome to RV 360 by National Indoor RV Centers, where we have all the details on the latest coaches. NIRVC is a trusted resource with RV lifestyle specialists who are here to help you find your dream coach. NIRVC also supports you well after the sale with storage, service, and detailing. So basically, we do it all. Hi, I'm Angie with National Indoor RV Centers, and today I'm so excited because I get to do my first Zephyr video. So the Zephyr is the flagship, the top of the line for Tiffin, and today we'll be covering the 2025 Tiffin Zephyr. Now, before I get into all the yummy details, a few things, I'm going to give you a few assignments. First and foremost, I love to do these videos. Love to help you do your research. But what I love to do even more than that is sell coaches. So make sure when you're doing your research, when you have questions, that you give us a call at National Indoor RV Centers so we can answer all those questions and get one of these beautiful coaches on order just for you. Now, one of the excuses I don't want to hear, well, you weren't the dealer in my area. So we all have the internet now. We all have ways to shop other than just our local dealers. So we have 6 locations across the country, and we have a fly to buy program. So I'll help you plan your first trip. I will fly you out here, you and your significant other, to pick up your coach, take delivery. When you take delivery at National Indoor RV Centers, we want you to spend a few days with us. There's lots of features on these beautiful coaches, and the more comfortable you are with them, the better experience you're going to have when you leave for your first trip. So make sure you give us a chance, give us a call. We'll fly you in. So all the excuses are off the board. And then lastly, I would love to hear from you. So did I show you everything you wanted to see on the coach? Is there something I left out? Give me your feedback, because that is the only way that my videos will get better. So thanks so much, and let's go ahead and get started. So let's start at the very top. We've got our marker lights, and then we've got the Tiffin name, which is backlit. So I love it when you can see a coach coming and going easily on the freeway. And then you've got your massive windshield. So that is what I love. That's how you're going to start your journey. As soon as you get behind the steering wheel, your vacation starts, because you should enjoy the getting there as much as being there. Then we have our windshield wipers. Now right here, you're going to see a camera. This is going to give you a 360 bird's eye view when you're in the driver's seat. So you're going to love that, and I'll point those out as we go around. Then we've got our LED headlights. Right here in the center is the sensor for your adaptive cruise control, collision mitigation, all those safety features that are built into the coach to keep you RVing longer and safer. So we have the beautiful chrome exterior mirrors. We've got a marker light in there. Also, you're going to have a camera integrated into those mirrors too. So when you turn on your left or right turn signal, you're going to be able to see down the full side of the coach. The mirrors also have the blind spot indicator in those. So again, a nice warning to keep you safe when you're changing lanes, or if there's something next to your coach. And then they are internally controlled and heated as well. You'll notice that you have diamond shield across the front cap to protect your beautiful paint job. I always recommend, though, even when you get to the resort, when you're done traveling, make sure you get a water hose, rinse off your windshield and your front cap, just to get rid of any of those pesky bugs. You also notice that they have diamond shield around high traffic areas, so like your entrance handle and the handlebar. So anyway, just always trying to protect that beautiful paint job. So here at the front entry door, we have the nice Tiffin plaque. I love this, legacy of greatness. They've been building coaches for over 52 years. Mr. Bob Tiffin is still involved in the day-to-day activities at Tiffin Motorhome. He's there early in the morning talking to customers, answering phones. So just really cool to see him built this company and then still be part of it today. And then his family continuing the tradition. We also have a nice little pet window here. I love that. So we know that most of the RVers RV, one of the big reasons they do it is so that they can take their furry friends with them. So I love that they give us that. And then there are several ways that you can get into your coach. So you've got your keys, you got your key fob, and then you've got this pad here. So you can put in your own unique code here. That way you can let someone into your coach. You can unlock your front door. You can turn on your porch light, your road light, your master light. You can extend and retract your door awning, and you can, of course, your door lock and unlock, and then your bay doors lock and unlock, and you can lock this screen. And you also have a security alarm. So this is really nice. If you set that security alarm and somebody opens the front door, it's not locked, the alarm's going to go off, lights are going to flash. Same thing if you've locked up your coach, someone tries to pry a door open, that security alarm is going to go off. You can also see your tank levels from here and your battery levels. And then you've got your settings page for your screen brightness, your screen lockout, change the theme, or you can go to cleaning mode here if you want to wipe off this display without activating any of the functions. So this is the beautiful Bordeaux exterior. This is Gen 14. So you have 4 colors that you can choose from in Gen 14, which is the graphics package. And then you have 4 colors, the same 4 colors you can choose for Gen 12. So 8 different options in altogether. And then you've got 6 coats of clear, which give it this beautiful finish that you see on the Zephyr. Along with the beautiful exterior for the Zephyr, you get standard the polished stainless steel chrome along the bottom. Now, one of the things that really makes the Zephyr stand out are the windows. You're going to really notice that when we get inside, but from the exterior, they are frameless, double pane, tinted all the way around. They just look so nice. And then your sidewalls are made out of Noble Select, all composite material. So they are impervious to water, resistant to the elements, and resistant to puncture or impact. So only the best tires for the Zephyr. They're sitting on the Michelin 365s with the aluminum rims. Just looks super nice. Now, one of the things that we're passionate about at National Indoor RV Centers is tire safety. So much so that our CEO and his business partner developed RetroBand, which is a run flat device made specifically for RVs, tested on RVs, made for the weight of RVs. Go and check out my video on RetroBand. I think it sells itself. Something I think everyone should have on their coach. So another thing that goes right along with tire safety is making sure you always check your tire pressure. Zephyr comes standard with tire pressure monitoring system. So that's a really nice feature, and you can see those tire pressure and temperature at the dash. Then we have our 150-gallon diesel fuel tank that's dual fill, so you can fill it up on the passenger side or the driver's side. And then right behind that, we've got our first set of docking lights. So it's a beautiful day here in Nashville, but I'm telling you, it's getting a little warm. So I'm going to go ahead and extend my awnings. I just pulled this out of the cabinet right inside the coach. It's just magnets right back in place, but here's your little remote. So you can lock and unlock. So you want to make sure they're unlocked. And then you can go through the different channels. So the Girard awnings with the dual pitch come standard on the Zephyr. So if you go to where you can see 0, you can put both awnings out at the same time. So now that I have the awnings out, you can see how much extra shade that gives us. That extra pitch really does a nice job for us too. And then I can go ahead and turn on my LED lights. So that's really nice in the evening. Now, just a little bit of awning safety. These do have the shake sensors on them. So if a big gust of wind comes along, they should retract back into the coach. But I always recommend that you only have your awnings out if you're outside around your coach, enjoying the area. Just because Mother Nature is unpredictable. You never know what she's going to throw at you. And I've seen some disasters where, you know, a humongous gust of wind has come along and just taken the awning up and over the coach. So we don't want that to happen. So I hate to see it at resorts. I always notice if, you know, the awning's out, the tow vehicle's gone, and this always concerns me. So just a little word to the wise. Also standard on the Zephyr are the Girard slide toppers and Girard power window awnings. So now that we've got our awnings out, I think it's time for some refreshments. So we've got the Truma refrigerator freezer. So look how far that extends. It's so nice because when you have your slides out, you're still going to be able to open up your refrigerator freezer. I call it both because you set the temperature. You can decide if you want to take, you know, frozen fish across the country with you, or if you just want to have it for drinks for tailgate. you can do that too. So in the compartment where we have the refrigerator freezer, you're going to see that we have the 12-volt receptacle, and then we have the 2 Girard awning controls. Right above that, we've got the range or the control for the RGB, which is your underbody red, green, and blue lights. So that's really a fun feature that they add for us. And then we have another 110 available outlet. So we've got our drinks now, we have our refreshment, we have our shade. Time for a little ball game, right? So we can go over here to our exterior TV, 43-inch LG TV with soundbar. Also inside this compartment, we've got the quick charge for USB quick charge. So let's go ahead and check out our first pass-through storage compartment. So wanted to show you, look at how big that opening is here. So just to give you an idea, we've got the opening is just about 29 inches. And then we've got pass-through capability because you're gonna hit that chassis rail there. So about 20 and a half, 20 and a half, 20 and 3/4 inches of pass-through space. So that's really tall. Your power tray does probably take about 3 inches away of that pass-through, 3 inches of the pass-through space. So if you need extra height, you may want to eliminate the tray. This power tray does come standard for 2025, which is a great feature. Let me show you how easy it is to get to all of your goods. So you just hit the little button there. It's going to extend just as far on the passenger side as it will on the driver's side. So it comes out nice and far. And then one of my other favorite features is the little lip. So say you've got a heavy toolbox or, you know, barbecue, I don't know, that you want to just slide off, makes it really easy to do that. Then you see that you've got this woven vinyl flooring like you see in boats. So that makes it really nice because things won't slip around as much. You can still slide things. Well, those are the tiles, they're really heavy. They do give you extra floor tiles. Hopefully you never need those, but in case you do, you've got them. And then Tiffin also supplies you with pots and pans for your induction cooktop, which I'm going to show you inside, and your central vac hoses. Everything you need is right here. So you've got your passenger side security light, your second camera that's going to contribute to that 360 view, and then another nice big pass-through tray. Now this is an optional tray. We optioned it in at National Indoor RV Centers. Again, if you want that extra pass-through height, you can eliminate that tray. But it's really nice. Look at how big this compartment is. I love this shot because you can really see how massive it is. You've got the motion sensor lights that come on when you open the cargo bays. And then I like the light, that woven vinyl finish because it makes everything light and I feel like it's easy to see everything in here. And you've got a lot of nice space over here to the side of your slide through tray. 2 more 110 available outlets. And then you've got the filter for your central vac. So it's nice about that too. You can connect your hose, you vacuum out your cargo bay. You can pull up your tow vehicle, vacuum that out. So if the hubby's been bugging you, just send him out to do some vacuuming. But it's nice to have all those, nice to have that available to you. Also in here, we've got our telescoping ladder if we need to get up on the roof of the coach, but we want to take care of that for you at National Indoor RV Center. So just bring your coach to us for your yearly, roof check. I also want to mention the doors. So one of the things I can't get used to is I keep slamming them, and I don't have to slam these doors. They're nice, they're light, but they are heavy duty. I can literally, I'm not going to do it, but I could put all my weight on this door. Okay, I did it. And I didn't fall. But they're super strong. And as you know, as you're getting all your goods out from underneath your in your cargo bay, we typically use that door to like hold ourselves up as we get up. And they are nice and strong, and then you don't have to slam them. They just shut. So I even slammed it a little bit hard that time. I just can't get used to it. But nice, light, sturdy, heavy duty doors. And the same doors that they use throughout their entire line. So whether it's a Zephyr all the way down to your Breeze, you've got the same door construction. All right, behind this door, we have our freshwater. Well, actually, all of our tanks are kind of through this part of the coach. So you do get a 100-gallon freshwater tank, 100-gallon gray tank, that's huge, and then 55-gallon black tank. So nice big tanks. Now, I have seen some customers, you don't have a lot of space here, so maybe just a little bit there. Velcro and have cords hanging in there. You also have your gravity fill behind this locked door. So if you are dry camping and you need to put some potable water in there, that's where you do it. You can also sanitize your freshwater tank from there. So our second set of docking lights, I love the way that Tiffin does their docking lights. They actually look pretty and they kind of go with the graphics of the coach. So just, you know, something that I noticed. And then your marker lights, a nice big compartment for storage here. You have the coolant for your aqua hot, which is going to be your on-demand hot water and furnace. Then you have the fuel filter for your aqua hot system. Then we have the Surge Guard automatic transfer switch. Now, one of the things that we recommend at National Indoor RV Centers is that you have a second Surge Guard protector. You want to make sure that you either have one at the pole, or we can install one inside this bay for you so that you have a little extra insurance, because there's a lot of electronics in these coaches, and you know, I always think it's good just to have a little extra cushion, a little extra insurance in case you have any kind of electricity issues or surge issues. So here at the tag axle, we do have a passive steer tag axle, and you can eyeball that and just know immediately. I kind of relate it to belly buttons. I know that sounds silly, but you got outies and you got innies. If your tag matches your front axle, then you know that you have passive steer tag axle. That's going to give you a tighter turning radius. You also get the Koni custom tuned shocks, and you have disc brakes all the way around. So on the FZ floor plan, this emergency egress door is standard. I love how it just kind of blends into the exterior of the coach. There is no handle or access from outside, just inside, and I'll demo that when we get inside, but you basically are just going to open it up. There's a telescoping ladder so you can easily get out of your coach. If there's an emergency, I actually like it for loading and unloading the coach. You just need to have someone inside that you can hand everything to. It's a lot easier than walking the full length of the coach and up and down the steps. So that's what I know a lot of our customers use that for on an everyday basis, because the emergency, hopefully you never need it for an emergency. Behind here is our DEF. So that is our diesel exhaust fluid. It does have a shelf life of about a year. So you want to maybe check an expiration date if you're buying that at an auto store or at Walmart. Also doesn't like heat or sunlight. Here is your customer air supply. So you've got a female and male end, so you can air up, inflate bike tires, or if you need to take air out of the suspension, you can do that here as well. You can also bleed any moisture off your tanks in here as well. So here at the back of the coach, we have our last marker light and our engine exhaust, and then we have our chassis batteries. So on the PowerGlide chassis, you will have the 3 batteries. On the SL PowerGlide chassis by Freightliner, you'll have 2 chassis batteries. And here is your chassis disconnect. Now, if we are not lucky enough to have you as a storage customer at National Indoor RV Centers, where we store at least 300 coaches under roof, always plugged into 50 amp service, then when you go and store your coach on your own, if you don't have access to 50 amp service, you want to make sure you're turning off all your battery disconnects so that you don't have any parasitic draw on your batteries. This is your ABS controller. This is the chassis controller. And then you've got the fuses for the chassis here. And here is your engine block heater. So if you know you're going to be in a cool area, you can plug that in. Then you can control that from the panel inside the coach. You can turn it on and off. One of the biggest reasons people want to buy a Zephyr is for this 605 horsepower engine. It's a game changer, folks. If you've never driven a coach with a 605 horsepower, you put your foot on the accelerator and you go. It's just like you're in your little car. You're going to pass cars going uphill. So many reasons to buy a Zephyr. So elegant, so lovely, so wonderful, but it's also super powerful. So here at the back of the coach, you're going to look at the very top. You've got your spoiler there with your marker lights. Then the Tiffin logo. Right below that in the center, you've got your rear view camera. And then you have your third camera for that 360 bird's eye view. And then we have our Zephyr name, which is going to light up in the dark, which is going to look amazing. Our high brake lights here. And then we've got our 20,000 pound hitch. We've got our 7-way for our brake lights. We have our air line for our tow vehicle that's already set and ready to go. And with 20,000 pounds for towing, that means that you're going to easily be able to tow your stacker trailer with all your toys in it, and you're not going to fill it. You'll still be passing cars as you're heading up the mountain. And then make sure you check out that beautiful Zephyr mud flap. All right, let's go ahead and check out the engine compartment. Opens super easy. So right here is the auxiliary air for our air line for the tow vehicle. Then we have our transmission dipstick and fill, our engine oil fill and dipstick, power steering fluid, fuel water separator, and our coolant. We've got the little window here so you can make sure you've got plenty in there. Make sure that you only fill that when the engine's cool. Here's our engine air minder. So when it gets up to here, then you know that it's time to change your air filter. And then we have the engine air cleaner. So you're going to get fresh air, ambient air through the vents in the top of the coach there. It's going to come down through the air cleaner and then into your engine. As I come around to the driver's side of the coach, we've got our first marker light, and then we have our 50 amp shore power cord right inside here. So you're just going to pull that out, plug into the park electricity. There's a little window here so you can open that, thread your cord through, and then you can still close that compartment while you're at the camp. When you're all done, you've got the power reel to take that right back inside. Love me a power reel. So much easier than doing it manually, I promise. It's also nice that this is in the rear of the coach, closer to the park power. So you probably don't have to extend that cord all the way, or it gives you some extra length to work with if you do. Then we have our side radiator. Side radiator is great for a couple reasons. First of all, you saw how easy it is to service everything on your engine when you've got the side radiator. Side radiator actually you get the ambient air, cools easier, the fan doesn't have to work as hard, and then just some radiator maintenance. You'll just want to keep those coils clean. So you want to just gently rinse them off with a garden hose, put your thumb over it, no power washers, just to keep that clean and working more efficiently. And then we have the DEF fill for the driver's side. So it's nice that you have that option to do it on either side. Straight above me here, I've got the vent for your dryer. And then we have the ladder bracket for your telescoping ladder to get up on the roof. So I got out the telescoping ladder so I can show you how easy it is to extend. Pretty tall, but it's light, so that's nice. Now I'm going to go ahead and line it up, and then you are ready to go. Marker light, midship, and docking lights. And then inside this drawer we have the 600 diesel aqua hot. This has 2 electric elements along with the diesel burner, so really powerful. You're not going to worry about having any cold showers, so it's going to give you that on-demand hot water and furnace once you drop below like 35 degrees. And then you have your display panel here. Next up is our wet bay. So here's the exhaust for your aqua hot, and then here's the thermostat that you can set for your wet bay right here. Our water pump and our water filter, and our front cap drains here. Sea level 2 tank monitor, so you can check your batteries back here, your fresh tank, your gray tank, and your black tank. This is where you can plug in a portable solar panel, and then you've got your water pump switch. Right at the top here, we have a cold water cutoff and a hot water cutoff to the front generator area faucet. So I'll show you that when we get up there. 2 110 outlets, our cable tripod or input, city water fill and tank fill. And then here's our freshwater hose here, and that is on an electric reel, and you can run that right through that grommet here so that you can close this compartment, and then when you're done. Now, if you're not sure how to hook everything up in the wet bay or disconnect, I've got the answer for you. Go and watch my RVing 101 series. I start from planning a trip, and then I go on the trip, hook up everything, then break down camp the next day. So if you want to see how I do all these things, go ahead and watch that RVing 101 series. I think that might be helpful if you're new to the lifestyle. Then we have our exterior shower with hot and cold, our front cap shutoffs here, and then our tank flush. Now in here is where you will hook up your stinky slinky or sewer hose. So you can thread it right through there and then into the parked sewer. You've got your T-bar for your black tank and your T-bar for your gray tank. And once you're done with all the dirty work, you've got paper towels to clean up with. You've got your spot here for your little disinfectant or soap, and you can wash up and do it all right here back in the bay. Driver's side security light, your 4th camera for that 360 bird's eye view, and then here is a service access port for the back of the refrigerator. So a lot of people don't realize those are big appliances. Much easier to have this access to service from behind rather than have to pull that out inside your coach. So here is our pass-through compartment from the other side. You can again just see how nice and big that is. All the storage that you get and the height that you have. And we've got some extra folding chairs for our living room if we have extra guests. Our second pass-through area. And then a few more things to talk about inside here. We have our 2 inverters. So this is our 3000 watt pure sun inverter. That is for the front AC. You can run it without being plugged in or having the generator on. That's just for that. And then you've got your 2800 watt pure sun inverter that runs everything else. You've got your master disconnect for your inverter and your house batteries here. And then your resettable breakers with the legend there as for what they go to. And this unit is prepped for solar. We did not add any solar panels. And our 6 AGM house batteries, they are on a pull-out tray. So you can just pull them out for service. You can also option in the lithium batteries. Most of our customers are usually plugged into 50 amp shore power. So in that case, I don't see a lot of, RVers when they're taking this big of a coach out dry camping. So I typically will say that, there's really no need for lithium, but to each their own, that is an option. And then we have the hydraulic pump here for your slide rooms and your jacks. And the reservoir is to the back of that, and you can pull that out for service and to fill that reservoir. Docking lights. And then we have the fuel fill for the driver's side of the coach. You'll see an exhaust here. That's going to be the exhaust for your front generator. So behind here are your 12 volt DC circuits. You've got fuses up above. You've got your air line here if you need to fill up any inflatables. And we have the power extend for our front cap. You can see your exhaust moving as that's coming out. You just want to make sure that your legs aren't by that if it's hot when you're extending it. So here behind the front cap we have our windshield wiper fluid, and right here you can see our wussy horn. We have the Denso Dash AC unit. Just to talk about that a little bit, it is super reliable. Most of the RV travel, or a lot of it, is done during the summer months. So it's just very important that you're going to be cool and comfortable while you're traveling and driving. So don't need to worry about that. Super reliable with the Denso system. And then we've got our Onan Quiet Generator 12.5. So this is going to be overkill, more than you need, honestly. Right here is where you can fill the coolant, and you've got a little window so you can see where that coolant, how full it is. And then to check the oil, you've got the dipstick right here, and then your oil fill. And here's the breaker for your gen. You can start and stop it from here, and then you can see your hours. So right here is an auxiliary air compressor for your leveling system. So it's just going to check and make sure every couple hours, make sure you're level. If not, it will adjust right through that. Then you have your hot and cold lines here, so you can hook up a hose and wash off your windshield and your front cap when you get to your resort or your campground. So you've had a chance to see the beautiful exterior and all the great things that come with the Zephyr. Now let's go check out the inside. So there's a few things that I noticed as soon as I walk into the Zephyrs. First of all, I love the step well. I know that sounds silly, but I love the accent strip of the pebbles here, and it's lit so you can easily see as you get in, and then the polished stainless steel. I also love that you have a little drawer in that first step when you walk into the coach. So that's really nice for like leashes or say gloves or little booties to put on your shoes if you don't want to track any dirt into your coach. Keys, nice to have that little drawer right when you walk into the coach. One of the other things that I love that Tiffin does is they give us a nice, sturdy, heavy-duty screen door. So we've got the screen door, we can enjoy the outdoors, but if we have pets or furry friends, we have a reinforced aluminum bottom part of that door there. So you're not going to kick your screen out. Just, I think it makes it a lot more usable and sturdy. And then you've got your handlebars here that light up so you can safely get in and out of the coach. Love all those things. So then when you walk into, there's a panel here of just almost just about everything you need. So you've got your entry door light, your door light, road light, porch light, and your under coach lighting right here. So you can hit those and turn those on. Your security system, you can set that from here. You can extend your door awning, your entry shade, and then you can lock and unlock your entry door and your cargo doors. Master light on and off. I love a master light. Just makes it so easy. As you're leaving your coach, you can turn everything off, or as you're coming back in, you can turn everything on. The backlight for this display panel. And then you've got more lighting options here. So for the main part of the coach, your exterior and the rear part of the coach. So your power, this is where you can see your house and your chassis batteries, where they're at. You can also start and stop your generator from here. You can see what kind of volts and amps you're bringing in on line 1 and line 2. And you can engage or enable your auto gen start. So in your inverters, you can see what's happening with them right here. You can see that we're in a float charge with 1, and then on 2, we're in a bulk charge state. You can do your AC and heat from here as well. So it's really nice that this is all right at the entrance step. For the rear, mid, and front of the coach, you can turn on your floor heat as well, your aqua hot diesel burner or your electric, and your engine preheat as long as you've got it plugged in back in the chassis battery compartment. And then you've got your settings. You've got your tank levels for your fresh, gray, black, and your diesel. Fuel tank and your water pump you can turn on, diesel burner and electric. Your fans, so for your front fan, your mid-bath fan, and your rear fan controls, and your awnings for your driver's side front, driver's side rear, and passenger side front. You can extend and retract those. And then you've got the settings for your screen here, the brightness, screen settings, the screen location. Obviously this is here at the entry, and then cleaning mode. If you want to clean this off without activating any of the functions, you can just go into cleaning mode. Right below that, you've got your battery disconnect for your house batteries, and then your step on and off. So this is for your entry step. Every time you open your door, that step is going to extend. Once you're at your campsite or at your resort, you want to go ahead and turn that step off so that it will stay out and doesn't needlessly go in and out every time you open and shut the front door. Here is our fire extinguisher. Now, I think that's great, but it's by the front entry door, so you can get it if you need it outside or inside the coach, but I don't think it's sufficient for this 45-foot long coach. Go and check out my video on ProTang. It's a fire suppression system. It's sold exclusively by National Indoor RV Center. It's activated by heat. You can get a custom quote for your coach from National Indoor RV Center today, so give us a call and we're happy to help you out. As I step up into the cockpit area, let's go over all the storage that's available. So this is the beautiful matte finish on the wood doors, and they are soft close. So how nice is that? So great storage compartment there. More storage here. We have the JBL sound system. So behind here we have the Vega Touch. This is for the Mira app. This is what's going to give you the connectivity from your phone to link to your Spider panel. So I'll show you how to do that in a little bit. So right here at the top, we've got 2 110 outlets. The top outlet is the ignition disconnect. So if you have the TV plugged into that top outlet, you cannot have it on when you're going down the road. It won't allow it. If the ignition is on, if it's in the lower one, you could throw up your maps. Don't recommend it because it can be a bit of a distraction. But if you want to like throw up your maps or your navigation up there, you can do that. 43-inch LG TV and more storage. 2 more 110 available outlets. Other JBL speaker. And then here we have the satellite output. And then we have our Girard awning controls. So you can do the light, the lock, unlock, and then you can go through the channels. 0 will take out both your awnings. 2 will take out the rear awning, and 1 will take out the front awning. And then you can just take that right off. It magnetizes back on there. So that's really nice. Then you've got the Starlink Pro, which comes standard in the Zephyr, and 2 110 available outlets. And you got a little bit of storage here in front. Welcome to the beautiful interior of the Zephyr. This is the FZ floor plan, and I have some exciting news. There is a second floor plan coming for Zephyr. It will be the PZ, and that is going to be basically the Allegro Bus OPP floor plan. So if you like that big walk-in closet, that's coming, and that will be available. Give us a call at National Indoor RV Centers, and we can place your order for that today. We have the black truffle wood with the blue Delta rocker chic interior package, and you have 3 other interior packages that you can choose from. Give us a call at National Indoor RV Centers. We can walk you through that, walk you through what's standard, what's optional. Just a quick preview in here. So we optioned in the theater seating and the dinette bar. There are other options available, so we can walk you through that. But the most stunning thing I think about the Zephyr are these windows. They're phenomenal, right? It's so pretty. Literally sitting here looking out, I can, it's like your luxury condo on wheels. It's absolutely beautiful. I love the way in the kitchen they did the backsplash of the countertop, so it kind of looks like a mountain range. Love the hardware. I love the finish, the cabinets. This is the suede or matte finish, and there's also another finish you can choose from. Also in that PZ floor plan, there is an option where you can put some overhead cabinets over the dinette area. So again, lots of things. Look at this beautiful tile floor. I just absolutely love this coach. It's stunning when you walk in. Ceiling treatment, leather on the furniture. It's just top of the line all the way across. As we spec this coach out, we have 7 available seat belts. So 3 in the sofa, 1 in each theater seats, and then in the captain's chairs. So I've turned around the captain and the co-captain's chairs. This is nice because it just adds 2 more seats to your living room. Plus the bonus with the co-captain chair here is that you get the footrest. So you can just really sit back and get comfy. And you've got the perfect view for our TV when we bring the TV up. So that's really nice. I love that we've got little spots here. We can put a drink. Also, we have a wireless charging pad right to the side of me. So this might be my favorite spot. Another really cool feature on these captain and co-captain's chairs is that they are heated and cooled. So if you're hot, like I have been today, turn on the cooler while you're sitting here enjoying your show. And I have 2 110 outlets here below me. I also want to point out up here in the front cab, you have the controls for your slide rooms. You do have to make sure your captain's chairs are turned around, and then you always want to double check and make sure your captain's chairs are moved far enough up. Sometimes if you recline that backrest, you're going to catch them on the slide, and you'll only make that mistake once. All of a sudden you'll see the chair moving and wonder why it's moving. Big mistake. So always make sure you got clearance there. And then with Tiffin's, you've got to have your ignition on to bring the slide rooms in or out. All right, so we optioned in the theater seating. These are so comfy. This is an ultra leather, and you've got storage in here, place for all the remotes, which is nice because I'll lose it otherwise. And that storage goes underneath as well, so you can like hide the remotes. And then the bonus of these chairs, so you can extend the footrest, and you can change the headrest too. so you can get it to where you're really comfy. I'm just gonna go ahead and extend it all the way so you can see that you could actually sleep here. I could sleep here. Just give me a blanket and I'll do my best to stay awake. 2 cup holders and 2 110 outlets. And then we've got one of our control panels here. You're gonna see those throughout the coach. So let me walk you through some of the features here. We've got the lights. We can do the generator. We can do the TV up and down here. That's directly across from me. The entry locks, the main day shade, and the main night shade. We can go to the lights for the main bedroom and exterior from this panel. Our power display. So again, our house batteries, chassis batteries, our inverters, transfer switch, generator, start and stop, letting us know the flow of the power right now. So we are plugged into 50 amp shore power, going through the transfer switch, and you can see the charge of the batteries. Climate, so you can control the floor heat, front, mid, and rear AC and heat. And you can also do your aqua hot electric, your diesel burner, and your engine preheat. Your fans as well, your heat pumps from your AC, furnace, and then your AC, or you can turn them all off. And then your shades. So this is kind of a master panel for your shades. Master here, cockpit, main, and bedroom. And you can do the day shades or the night shades. And then your settings. So your fan for the galley, the mid bath, the rear bath, your locks, your security, TV lift, and then you can go to your screen settings here, screen brightness, letting us know that we're in the living room, cleaning mode so that you can clean off this panel without activating any of the functions of it. And then just here, it's going to tell you which version you are running. So if you need an update, you can see what version you have. So while we're here at the panel, I wanted to show you how easy it is to, bring up our big screen TV. So right now we have our beautiful window, which I could just sit here all day. I love it. But let's go ahead and go to our home page and bring up the TV, which is directly across from me. So look at that beautiful 55-inch TV. And then one of the things I love, soundbar is up above. So that's really nice. I can have my TV down, but if I want to listen to music, I still have full access to that soundbar. It's not down. I can have the music playing and look at the outside view, or I can be watching TV. It's great. Options. Next to the TV, we've got 2 110 outlets and 2 USB charging ports, and then they just disappear when you're not using them. So that looks really nice. At the other end of the sofa, we do have 2 110 available outlets. With the sofa, you do get the ottoman. It's really nice. It does have storage in it and some straps to help carry it. So it's not too heavy. I've also seen customers turn it around and then they've got kind of like a little TV tray, place where they can play cards, so it has dual purpose. And then you can easily put that on top of the sofa when you're traveling, or you can put it in the galley in the kitchen area, just to get out of the walkway. And if you have the booth, that will go right in between the 2 booths. So just kind of nice to have, and great to kick your feet up on, of course. So now it's time to get a sleeping area for our guest. Now, personally, I'm going to sleep in those theater seats because they're so comfy, but I'm going to show you how easy it is to pull out the bed. So just take your cushions, tuck them to the side, and then we're just going to pull from the center up, and it pulls out. So you have your nice big queen size mattress, and this is an air over coils. So you've got coils on the bottom, and then you're going to fill the top portion of the mattress with, it's like an air mattress. So it's going to give you a really nice, comfy sleeping area for your guests. We optioned in the dinette bar. I really like this. So it's basically office space for 2 or bar for 2. So you do have a beautiful quartz countertop, And then you've got an area here for ports if you want to thread cords through, and then plug them in at the two 110 available ports. And you have that on both sides. And then center, you have two pull-out trays. So that's really nice. You can get to all the contents in that cabinet. So we have two more 110 available outlets and another control panel. Another bonus that you get with this beautifully tiled floor is that you have floor heat that's standard. So you have a front section and then the rear section, which includes your bathroom. And it is an electric floor heat, so it's super consistent and it warms up very quickly. And just to draw your attention to the ceiling again, I love the way they've integrated the ducts and the vents for your AC and your heat. You don't really notice them because they're inside the ceiling treatment. They just look beautiful. They run down the center of the coach. And also notice all the linear lighting. You don't see very many puck lights. It's just a little bit more current look, and I think it just gives it that high-end look that you're looking for in the Zephyr. I just want you to notice the beautiful accent wall. This changes depending on which interior package you choose. So welcome to the beautiful kitchen. I absolutely love this. Love the quartz countertop. I love the hardware that they chose. It looks really nice with this black truffle wood. I think it's very elegant. And we have a little extra counter space. So that just pulls out here. Then you've got a cutting board or extra prep area, which is always nice. Love the utensil keeper here. That's super nice. We've got our remotes in there. Probably not where you're going to keep them. Another big drawer. And they have the soft close drawers. Then this is another favorite of mine because they've installed the dishwasher high. Almost every other manufacturer puts it low. And I don't know, I just think it's great that you don't have to bend over as far to get everything in there. Some people like to use this just for storage too, for pots and pans. So it can, if you don't think you need the dishwasher, you can still use it for storage. And then there's a nice big drawer below. Right in front of the sink, we've got a flip down so you can put your sponges and brushes in here. And then, oh gosh, this is my favorite, so I have to show it. It's massive. This is the Tiffin Bible. So what they've done is basically any owner's manual or anything you need, it's all in here really nicely organized with tabs. So if you've got to figure out how the fireplace works, you can find that in here. Really makes it super easy if you're trying to figure out how something works. You've got the manual. So you have nice storage down here. You have your subwoofer. You do have a place for a full garbage can. And then you've got the slots here for your sink covers and your cooktop covers. All right, so now we have our big sink. And I do love the sink covers because you can leave a couple of those on, push your dirty dishes to the side, cover it all. And then our residential faucets, our soap dispenser, and our hot water, instant hot water. There's more, which is always a good thing, right? So 3 nice size full extension drawers. And we have another control panel here. And then this is one of my favorite backsplashes. So I know I mentioned it earlier, but it kind of looks like a mountain range, goes down. It's just different. It's not like what you see every day, and I think it looks fabulous. And we have our Wolf induction cooktop. Now you do have to have pans that a magnet will attach to, and Tiffin is kind enough to supply you with those pans. And then underneath our cabinets, we have 6 available 110 outlets. So 2 here, 2 center, and 2 on the end. Plus, these outlets are right here in the countertop. So 2 110, 2 USB charging ports. Then we have our upper storage. So nice pull-out tray. Tiffin also gives us our little paint samples. So if you've got to touch up your coach, you can do that only for a little touch-up. If you have a bigger job, make sure you call National Indoor RV Center so that we can get you into our paint and body and get you all fixed up, good as new. And then a shelf above that as well. And then I love this because it's 3-in-1. You get your microwave, convection oven, and air fryer. So that's one less appliance that you have to bring if you like those air fryers. I love mine. It's just super big. So this is really nice that you've got the 3-in-1 here. And you've got a great little like tablet here to let you know how long to cook everything. So then we have our residential refrigerator, 22 cubic feet, nice and big, like it's massive. All the different trays. And the freezer, ice maker, 2 sections, plus you have the ice maker in the door and water. So, and then of course we've got the lock here. So when you're getting ready to travel, you need to have a pre-trip checklist. So that you've got one for the exterior of the coach, check all the cargo compartments, make sure you've unplugged, all those details, checked all your fluids. Inside, you need to have a checklist as well so that you make sure you lock up your refrigerator, your shower. If you don't have one and would like to see my pre-trip checklist, just email me at Angie at NIRVC.com. And we have more storage. So check out this nice pantry with full extension pull-out shelves. So it's really easy to get to all of your foods. And then below that, we have the wine cooler. So that's super nice, and you can set that temperature as well. So here midship, we've got our central vac. You can attach your hose here so you can get to the front and the rear of the coach, and then we have the dustpan. So I love that. You see all those little, debris just gets sucked away. So just sweep everything over here, and then you can just suck it away. Our RV CO2 and propane alarm, and then we have the smoke alarm at the front of the coach. So here's the main control panel. I'm going to walk you through this. I'm going to also show you how you can pair your phone so that you can do a lot of these same functions from your phone. Let's start on our home page. So here it's going to give us the exterior temperature, the time, temperature in our bay too. So that's really nice. Then we have our house battery levels and our chassis battery, and it's letting us know that we're plugged into shore power. That's what's powering the coach right now. Also, it's going to let us know that for a full charge on our house batteries, it's going to take, this is the amps that we're bringing in, and it will take a full 10 hours and 20 minutes to be fully charged there. Floor heat, our front AC, mid AC, and rear AC, and then our other floor heat. Fresh gray black tank levels and our diesel tank level, and then our generator on and off, aqua hot, diesel burner or electric, and our water pump we can turn on here, and then our living room lights, bathroom lights, bedroom lights, and our backlight. So something that you're not seeing on this homepage is faults. So if we had a fault code on any of our 12-volt circuits, it would give a little red icon right here. Then you would click it. It would let you know which circuit the breaker's been tripped on, and then it allows you to reset it from this panel. So that's super, makes it very easy, and I love that feature. And luckily we have no faults to show you right now. Then we can go to each page that is more specific. So now we have all of our main lights here, so you can adjust those, and then our rear and exterior lights. Now we have our power page. So again, this is going to show us where the power is coming from, coming up through the transfer switch and powering our house batteries. It's going to let us know the state of charge of our house battery and our chassis batteries. We can turn our inverters on and off from here, and you can see that we are in pass-through charge here on our first inverter and a bulk charge on our second inverter. Then we have our energy management system. So it's letting us know what's on and what's off right now. And if we were needing, if it were needing to shed the load, it would also say out to the side of, like an AC, that it would say shed if it was shedding the load because we were over tasking the system. Here we can start and stop our generator, and then we can go into the little settings on our generator. This is where we can set up our auto gen start settings, and it's just going to walk you through it, what you want your triggers to be, how long you want it to run, setting up your quiet time. So you can do all that for how you'd like that set. Next, we have our climate page. So you've got your floor heat, the front, mid, and rear AC, and heat pumps. So you can turn those all on from here. Easy to change the temperature just by using the dial, or you can just click up and down If you want to just change it, 1 degree, you can't do that with the dial. Turn on your AC, your heat pump, your fans, your electric from your aqua hot, your diesel from your aqua hot, your preheat for your engine, and then you have your aqua hot settings. Here are your slide room controls. Now these are only for your bedroom slide. Your other 2 slide controls are in the front. And again, you have to have the ignition on, park brake set for these to work. And you can extend and retract them. And then your day shades, or you can go to your night shades, and they have those for each section of the coach. So for the master cockpit area, the cockpit itself, the main, and the bedroom areas. Here's your mechanical page. So you've got controls for your galley fan, mid-bath fan, rear fan, for your locks. So you can, all your locks, turn your security on, entry door lock, and your cargo bay locks. Your bed lift, so that you do need to lift your bed up to bring in your bedroom slide. So you can do that from right here. And you can bring your front TV up and down from right here. And then you have your awnings. These are actually for your power window awnings. So your Girard awnings only go out from the control that you can take out of that front cabinet above the captain's seat. And then you can go to your settings button here. You can change your Celsius to Fahrenheit. It's going to let you know what floor plan you're in. You can adjust the screen brightness, the hour, screen settings. You can change your exterior keypad. Right here is your mobile app. So if you go into that and download the Eclipse app from the App Store, then you're just going to scan this barcode. You're going to look for this ID to come up, and then you're going to put in this PIN number. Once you do that, you're going to connect and then look at all the functions that you can do from the control panel here. You can now do from your phone. So then you have your system updates, diagnostics, and then this is going to let you know which version you're running on your spider panel. So I'm not going to lie, one of my favorite features are the power shades, your day shades and your night shades. So simply at a push of the button, you can bring down all of your shades: bedroom, cockpit, and the main area. So it's super easy. Then we have our midship bathroom. So again, we have that beautiful accent wall, and I love that they've given us a towel bar. That's nice. And then mirrors along this whole side. Love that. And then check out the space behind it. Oh my goodness, for a half bath, that's super impressive. Our nice window here, beautiful backsplash, residential faucets again, soap dispenser, quartz countertop again with the integrated sink, and then drawers. So 3 drawers, 2 110 outlets with the GFCI resettable breaker, and then all that storage underneath. And then you better make sure you tell your friends where the toilet paper is, or they're going to get in here. Have to call you. We have the Dometic toilet with the handle control. That is a gravity dump toilet here in your midship bath. And you've got the macerator from the rear bath. Another handle here, hook for a towel, or you can hang something off that. And then you have a control panel in here as well. Your shade for the window is manual. So if you're looking for that control, you won't find it. And you'll see that our overhead fan is kind of disguised with a beautiful ceiling treatment, just like it is in the living room. You hardly know it's there. Welcome to the beautiful master bedroom of the FZ. Just lovely. I love that we have the bed lift. You do have to have that up to bring the slide rooms in, but I also like it for watching TV. It's kind of nice. And then you've got your privacy doors here. So they're pretty as well and match the rest of the decor. And then they just lock into place. So you've got the beautiful headboard, windows on both sides, and storage above. So you have 3 individual storage spaces, and the 2 ends have the 2 110 available outlets. Underneath the cabinets, you've got the reading lights, and you can push button control those to turn them on and off, and they are directional, so you can change, so you have the optimal lighting where you need it. And then you have the control panel right underneath the bed, which is really nice. So you can lay in bed, turn on your generator, turn off all your lights, lock everything. Really handy. On both sides of the bed, you have the nightstand with the quick USB charging port, and then a little cubby there for storage. Your king bed comes with the memory foam mattress, really nice and comfy, and then you have 2 drawers in front. So I'm going to go ahead and bring the bed down. Now look how far it comes out. The first time I did this, I thought, oh my gosh, it must be a mistake, but actually it's genius. I absolutely love this because look, I can make the bed. I can pull it up. I can get to the very top of the bed. I can get to the side of the bed. Oh my gosh, this is a huge feature that I absolutely love. So make your bed and then you can just push it back in. So look at that, I love it. Look at how much it opens up your coach, gives you a nice big walkway. You can do your exercises here now. Nice big walkway to the master bathroom. Look at the nice big 50-inch TV that we have across from the bed, so you can, enjoy your movies from the bedroom as well as the living room. And then we have great storage. So we have our AV compartment here. We've got our HDMI and our satellite inputs, Blu-ray DVD player, and extra shelf below. You have 2 110 available outlets in the upper cabinet and then 1 in the center cabinet. Now right when you walk into the master bedroom, you can hit a quick light for your accent lights to come on, so you don't have to get to a panel. You can do that right there very easily. If you just, when you walk in or out, you can hit that on or off. And then you got your 2 110 outlets. Look at that beautiful nice counter space there, and then you do have an emergency egress window. Now we have the emergency egress door, so I'm going to use that way before I do the window. Then we have optioned in the fireplace. Now this has a remote control, so you can sit in bed and do it from there, but you can also just turn on the power here. You can set the temperature, you can change the flames, and let me tell you, this is the quickest way to heat up your coach. Between your fireplace and your heated floors, you can literally just run your fans and kind of keep your coach nice and warm without turning on your furnace if it's not too cold. But the fireplace will take the chill off the room really, really quick. Then we've got 2 drawers here, 2 more drawers. And there's soft close as well. As we go into the master bathroom, I wanted to notice the other privacy door. And then when you shut that, you have that nice big mirror in your bedroom. Again, that makes it just look all that much bigger, and you can still kind of check out your outfit. But I do love just all the finishing touches that they've given us in the Zephyr, giving us that beautiful high-end look. So one of the things I love about this floor plan too is, look, you have a flat floor all the way through into your vanity area, into your shower. You just step up when you go to the commode and the back closet. Love the medicine cabinet. So we have full mirror across, and then we have 3 separate medicine cabinets. So much storage. And one of the things I love about these mirrors is now I can check out the back of my hair, make sure it's all looking good. So it makes it really easy. Love that. And then you have the double bowl sinks, beautiful backsplash again. I love all the finishing touches, the hardware, the hand towel holder. How cool is that? Love it. You have another display panel, 2 110 outlets on both sides, and then the towel holder on both sides. Quartz countertop, another towel bar, 2 big storage spaces, and 2 more drawers. Then check out our nice big shower. Look, we have a towel bar here on the outside. We have the shower lock. That should be on your pre-trip checklist. And then this is a huge shower. So I measured it 50 by 31. So it's nice and big. You have the flip down shower seat and then the residential faucets. So you have your fixed shower head, and then you can just take out for the wand. So that's really cool. And I love that they've given you a spot here for your shampoos. So you'll see that we have the AquaView shower miser, and you do have a little warning there that you should not operate this unless you're, you should not operate that while you're hooked to city water. But what's gonna happen is this is gonna save the water in your freshwater tank and in your gray tank, because you're not gonna needlessly use the water from your fresh tank and then fill up your gray tank needlessly while you're waiting for the water to warm up. So you're just going to turn this dial so that the water is recirculating, getting warm. Once this globe lights up, it's sort of like a mood ring. Once it lights up, then you know the water is hot. Go ahead and turn the dial and you're going to have instant hot water. Notice that you've got the body jets here that you can change the direction of, and the little soap area here, really nice, and the shower assist handle when you get in and out. So here we have our toilet. This is the macerator toilet, and you've got the push button controls here. Also notice that beautiful tile wall. I love the finishing touches. I love the hardware. There's another towel bar, our toilet paper holder, and more storage above the toilet. And this is our emergency egress door. You're going to unlock it. So you just open the door. You'll remove this panel, and then the telescoping ladder will just come right down. Super easy. But just from here, you can see how easy it'd be to load and unload your coach if you've got your co-pilot or captain down here helping you load and unload. Bathroom fan, and then washer and dryer. Just want to put my hand in there so you can kind of see how big that dryer is, and washer. Splendid washer and dryer. And then we have our rear closet. So I do love that they have full access to the entire rear closet. Wardrobe bar that's lit, safe. We've got the puck lighting, and the little light switch is just right inside the door. Shoe holder here, and extra storage here on top of this cabinet. You've got your breakers, and everything's nicely labeled. Then you've got your floor heat resettable breakers here, your air conditioning override. So if you turn that on, your air conditioning is going to continue to run until you turn that off back here. It overrides the panels. And then we have our two 110 outlets and another GFCI resettable breaker. I always like to show the floor plan with the slides in. So this is the FZ floor plan, and you can easily get to your master bed, your wine cooler, pantry, refrigerator, and your half bath. Then you have plenty of room here with the convertible dinette. Lots of walking space here. You're going to get a little bit tighter when you get to your sofa and your theater seating, but there's still plenty of room to get through. So I feel like today is my lucky day, because it's not every day that I have 3 Zephyrs with 3 different exterior colors to show you. So I have the Bordeaux, which is the Gen 14, and then I have the NASA, which is Gen 12, and Cardinal, which is Gen 12. All 3 of these colors are still available, plus the additional colors that are available. So let me know which is your favorite. So I'm also lucky enough to show you a second interior. This is still the rocker chic interior package, but we've got the shadow color cabinets. We went with the theater seating here and the booth instead of the dinette bar, so you get to see something a little bit different setup. So then as you follow me into the master bathroom, I have another little surprise for you. Again, flat floor all the way through, but now they went with the accent chiffon cabinets back here. So you get the chiffon cabinets, and then your whole bathroom is the chiffon cabinetry. So it just really lightens it up, makes it feel a little bit more residential, changing up the woods. And again, I just love the finishing touches, love the hardware. It's just perfect. So we're finally to the cockpit area. So let's cover the chairs first and foremost, because we want to be comfortable while we're driving. You are going to be super comfortable for one main reason. You have heated and cooled seats. So today's been a little bit warm, so I've got the cool seats on right now. Loving it. And you've got the controls for the armrest. They're right inside. There's a little slit right here and just a little lever you pull up so you can get those so they're just right. And down here is where you control your cool and your heat. So you press down for the cool. I want full cool. And press up for heat. And then you've got your backrest control, lumbar support, and then you can go forward and back, and then you can tilt the forward down or up and the rear down or up. So you can get that so it's just perfect so you have a comfortable driving position. So over on the left side of the chair, you just have a lever that you pull up that makes it so you can turn the chair around into the living room. So typically I would go through everything to the left of the driver's seat and the full dash and the steering column. This is on the PowerGlide chassis. Most of our 25s would be built on the SL PowerGlide by Freightliner. So everything's going to change. So I'm not going to go through this dash completely, but you can refer to my 2025 Phaeton video to see the OptiView dash and the Drive Tech technology that you'll get in the steering column, because all your transmission controls and your engine brake controls, those are all going to move to the paddles here on the steering wheel. Here we have storage space for miscellaneous items, cup holder, and we have the control for the power window, for the driver, USB and USB-C charging port, and 12 volt. Then we have the controls for our exterior mirrors and the defrost for the exterior mirrors, engine preheat, and this is our auxiliary start or battery boost. You probably have heard both terms. What that is, super important button. So say you come back to your coach and the batteries are dead, you can't get the ignition started. You want to tie your chassis and your house batteries together to get enough power to start your ignition. If it won't start, then push your battery boost again, start your generator, let your generator run for a while. It will charge everything and then you can start your ignition. So super important. So then you have your parking brake, you pull to apply, push to release, and then you've got your lights. So your fog lights here, you can turn the lights off, running lights, headlights, or your auto lights. And right here is where you dim or brighten your dash display. Now this is one of those things I really like. So it's a cell phone holder and a charger. You can just pull down, put your cell phone in there, it holds it nice and tight, and then you can adjust where it sits. So the angle that you're seeing it at, really nice. Our fans. Here by my feet, we've got the Deutsch plug. That's where your technician at National Indoor RV Centers can plug in for diagnostics from the coach. So we have our nice big display screens here, and I have plugged in right here at the dash. Now that's going to probably change on that Freightliner chassis. I believe it's going to be over here on the left, but I have Apple CarPlay, which I absolutely love. So I can go to my maps, I can go to my music. Really nice. I can play a little bit of my daughter-in-law's song, make phone calls. So really nice to have that option. So let's go through the main menu here. We've got our radio, media center, XM radio, Bluetooth, so you can pair your phone to the coach, HDMI, your aux, and then your HD camera, your other camera, Apple CarPlay now because I'm plugged in, our nav, and then our setup. So let me go through a few of those buttons. Let's go to our camera. Now you can pick which view you'd like. Of course, my favorite is that bird's eye view, and you've got that over here. Now I can go back to my menu, and I can go to my aux zone here. And this is where I can change, or I can select what I want on this display screen. So I've got my cameras, but I can scroll through here and I can choose the radio, or I can choose the navigation, but I really prefer to have those cameras up all the time, and I like that bird's eye view. So the rear camera plus the bird's eye view. The secondary monitor, I'm basically enabling my co-pilot to operate the touchscreen, or I can disable that. So only I have the ability to change the screen. And then if I want, I can go to my quick buttons here and pull up my navigation here, or go back to my menu and pull up my CarPlay. And then I can go to my Google Maps, or to my camera, or to your radio. And this is the power. You can turn off the screen and you can adjust your volume here. Then we have the step cover. So once we're in travel mode, we want to extend that step cover so that no one falls into the stairwell. Driver fan. So we can turn on the driver fan here. Oh, I should have had that on earlier today. And then our dash accent lights. Solar shade or our sunshade for the front. And then our night shade for the front windshield. Generator start and stop. Map light. So that's right above me. And our docking lights are outside. And then the radio camera. So once we don't have the ignition on and we're in our coach, we want to have the dash radio play in here, I can just go ahead and switch to the radio camera button, and then I can play my dash radio in the house. And we have our AC controls, AC and heat, the speed of the fan and the direction of that airflow. Cubby little compartment here, and another one below. And 2 110 outlets just to the side of the console. So here in the captain's chairs, I have all the same features, except I do have the wonderful footrest, so I can kick up and relax as soon as we get on the road. So I like that. Have the cool chairs, and boy, is that nice. And normally I'd be wanting the heat, but today it's definitely for cool. Then to the side of me here, we have the passenger monitor. So this is really nice. I can control the radio from here. I can put in the navigation, the address that we're going to, so I can do all that from here so the driver doesn't have to worry about that. And then you can just dim or adjust that screen so it's not too bright while you're sitting here. The power button, and then you can adjust where this sits too. So if you just move that little, loosen this, and you can literally turn this pretty much any way you want. So if you want to kind of get it up and out of the way, so you can put a big drink in your cup holder, you can do that. So you've got your cup holder, your control panel, USB-C and USB charging port, and then your wireless charging pad. So it's finally time for the test drive, my favorite part. Actually, when I take customers out on test drives, I'm like, do you want me to drive that? Because they are so much fun to drive. So little things to think about if you've never driven a Class A diesel. You've got to think about where your turning point is. It's really the center of your front axle, which is behind me. So you're going to put your nose out there a little bit more further than you're comfortable initially, but you're going to be fine. You've got great mirrors, and then we've got the 360 camera, which is awesome. Our rear view camera, so you can really see where you are at all times. So let's go ahead and hit the road. Now, another thing that I think is super important is both the captain and the co-pilot. The co-pilot needs to learn how to drive too. And that is one of the reasons I always drive the coaches, because I want to show how important it is that both of you know how to drive, because you never know. We've had a customer that broke his ankle and wasn't able to drive, and then all of a sudden you're stuck where you're at, or you've got to get, you've got to have someone fly in to help you, or you've got to get transportation. So you should always just have 2 drivers that are comfortable driving. Best thing to do is really, start practicing in a big old park. That's typically where I take my customers when they're going out for their first time in a coach, just so I can kind of see their comfort level. And then when I feel that they're comfortable enough behind the wheel, then we'll go ahead and go on the road. And a few other little things is always hug the left side of the lane that you're in. It's really easy to do. You can actually watch in your mirrors and see right where you are. Of course, you guys can all rate my driving just from watching the 360 camera. So now I've got to be really watching myself. But more bad things happen to the right. Road debris, tires, rocks, street signs, tree limbs, a lot of things that can cause damage to your coach. Now, if you do happen to have a little fender bender, which they happen, that's what they call it, accidents, make sure your first call is to National Indoor RV Centers. We have the best paint and body department. We will make your coach as good as new, if not better. And our work is warranted for life for you. So that's really important. And they, you just want them to make it look good as new when you have a luxury vehicle like this. All right, so now we're gonna go ahead and get on the freeway. And once I get up to speed, I will set my cruise control. And that's really when I start to enjoy the journey. Because otherwise, until I'm in cruise control, you're looking at everything. But once I get my cruise set, then I can just sit back and relax and enjoy the ride. So I'm going to turn on that blinker. Now this is where that 360 camera really helps me, because I can make sure that there's not a car next to me, my lane's clear, and I can easily get over. Just going to sit back. I'm just going to watch my following distance. I've got the adaptive cruise control, collision mitigation, electronic steering, or electronic traction control. So now I just sit back and enjoy the ride in this beautiful country, this big old windshield. And that's the other thing, just take your time. Take your time when you're first learning to drive these big coaches to make sure that A, you're comfortable, your mirrors are set, you know where everything's at. And really, more of those accidents happen when you're in a hurry. And do your checklist, pre-trip checklist, all those little things. Make sure you're unplugged. So the other feature that I love is the engine brake. So I like to have it on at least low. What's going to happen is that's just going to help you when you're braking. Or as soon as you take your foot off the accelerator, you'll start to feel that pull back and slow you down. So I'm coming up to my turn here. I've got the engine brake on. I'm going to go ahead and take my foot off the accelerator, and the coach is starting to slow down as I've only got it on low. I put it on high or medium. You definitely felt that jerk. But I like to have that on when I'm driving at all times. And depending on your driving situation, you may want to have it on a high or medium setting. Now, I want you to mark your calendars for June. We will be having our Music City Motorhome Expo in June. It's a VIP shopping experience like no other. When you're shopping for a coach, when you're spending this kind of money, you really should have an opportunity to test drive the coaches that you're looking at. We will have all the manufacturers present, their engineers, their product developers, to answer all your questions. So it's a phenomenal event. It's called the Music City Motorhome event because obviously it's going to be in Nashville, tons of talent and music. So we are going to feed you well, we're going to entertain you, and we're going to give you a incredible shopping experience as you look for your next RV. So if you watch my videos, you know that I always do the decibel reader. So 63.1, and I have the dash AC running plus the front AC running. So this is super quiet, no rattles, no squeaks, very enjoyable ride and drive. So there's only one way for you to experience this. You've got to come to National Indoor RV Centers, test drive the coach of your dreams, and let's get you living the dream. Because truly, I say this all the time, and I really believe it. I think that RVing is the fountain of youth, because I see all of my customers, they're out enjoying this beautiful country, they're planning trips, they're making their reservations, but they get to sleep in their own bed, they can cook their own meals if they want. You can bring your furry friends, and they're just having great adventures and not slowing down at all. So that's what I love about this lifestyle. So when you purchase a coach through National Indoor RV Centers, you are automatically a part. We pay your dues for the first year of our all-inclusive motorhome club. So this is a club that gives you extra discounts on service and certain items. But the big thing that this club does is we do rallies across the country that are just phenomenal. They're kind of like a cruise in your coach. So our team picks unique venues across the country, and then they try to provide a unique experience, whether it be through the entertainment or the tours that we do that are all exclusively just for our group. And when I say it's like a cruise in your coach, it's because we cover all your food, all your drink, all your entertainment. You just show up in your beautiful coach, and then you get to spend time with fellow RVers that are also living the lifestyle. I get to go to all the rallies, so I'd love to meet you. It's one of the harder parts of my job. But make sure you're interested in learning more about AIM Club. Just go to aimclub.org. You can see the rallies that we're doing this year. And our rallies are, you do have to be paying attention because they are hard to get into. They're a little bit like getting Taylor Swift tickets. You'll get an email a couple days before they're going to open up a rally, so just make sure you're online. You get registered. It's a lottery system now. We try to move to a lottery system to give more people the opportunity to actually attend the rallies. So hope to see you at one of our future in-club rallies. Thank you so much for joining me today on my tour at the 2025 Tiffin Zephyr FZ floor plan. Now, I'm sure you're wondering how much this luxurious condo on wheels would cost you. Current MSRP is $956,399. If you want to know what I can sell it to you for, make sure you give us a call at National Indoor RV Centers. We want to make the buying process super easy and enjoyable. This is a recreational vehicle. It's fun. It's your condo on wheels. We take in trades. We do consignments. We want to have customers for life. So we don't want to just take care of you during the sale, but really our relationship starts once the sale's over, and then we take care of you for service and everything else. And remember, with our volume and economies of scale, RVs simply cost less with National Indoor RV Centers. If you've enjoyed this video and you'd like to see more like it, help a girl out, make sure you click the like and subscribe. Also check out my Retrobound video, my Pro-Tank video, and our RVing 101 series. Thanks so much for watching. Have a fabulous day.